Hi, this is Kevin Brown with your 2-Minute Tuesday. Next Monday, it begins, the Iowa caucuses. Who will the Iowans vote for? The Evangelicals next week. Well, read a CNN article that began to investigate this, and I thought it was interesting. They give 7 groups of, quote, evangelicals and their opinion. And I don't agree with everything CNN says, but it's quite interesting. I thought I'd show it to you this week. By the way, 57% of the people who participated in the Iowa presidential caucuses in 2012 said they were born-again evangelicals. This is the old guard. This would be James Dobson, Tony Perkins, John Hagee. The old guard, says CNN, they want to return America to a Christian nation. They're for traditional marriage, pro-life, religious liberty. They give the advantage to Cruz. CNN identified institutional evangelicals, the Rick Warrens, Russell Moores, Al Mohlers. These are folks that rarely endorse candidates, but they focus on the character of the candidate. They say it's kind of a split between Cruz, Rubio. Entrepreneurially evangelicals, okay? These are the folks you'll see on TV. Paul White, Kenneth Copeland, Jerry Falwell, of course, is the son of Jerry Falwell, that founder of Liberty University. They appreciate, so says CNN, brash personalities. They're not very politically, they don't mind political incorrectness, and they give the advantage right now to Trump for those folks. How about these evangelicals? These are what CNN calls arm-length evangelicals. John Piper, Tim Keller. They're reluctant to fuse religion and politics, and they're critical of both political parties. And interestingly enough, at this point, CNN says that it appears those folks might lean towards Rubio. Millennial evangelicals. This is an interesting group. This is the Eric Teitzel, Jordan Sekulow, Johnny Moore folks. They're attuned more to the country's religious pluralism, as CNN says. The quote here from Johnny Moore, the guy on the right, he is part of Dr. Ben Carson's campaign. He says, the difference between me and my parents' generation, the cultural warriors, is that I actually know people on the other side and I like them. Interesting. Advantage too soon to tell. And then what about the liberal evangelicals? Is that even a group? Liberal? How can you be a liberal and evangelical? Well, apparently CNN says you can. That's Jim Wallace, William J. Shaw, Jimmy Carter. According to Pew Research, 13% of evangelical Protestants identify as liberal. Many are African American Protestants, but they rarely vote Republican. A few have endorsed Trump, but the advantage, says CNN, to the Democrats. And finally, the cultural evangelicals. This is the new evangelical breed. These are evangelicals who were raised Christian, but they don't go to church. They're not dismayed by Trump's description of communion as his little cracker, or 2 Corinthians. Advantage Trump. Starting next Monday, we'll see. This has been Kevin Brown with your 2-Minute Tuesday.